Welcome to today's show with Happiness Ambassadors, Tammy Magnuson and Odille Remmert. We're here to answer some questions about how to increase the hormones, the chemicals in the brain to create more happiness. And we found a great product to help us with that as well, besides all of the subconscious programming and the efforts we do with our mindset. So welcome, Odille.
Thank you. Thank you, Tammy.
Yes.
Glad to be here virtually.
I'm so excited to learn more about these ingredients and obviously my own studying that I've done as well, but really giving people the benefit of giving their brain something that boosts happiness is so important right now, isn't it?
Absolutely. Because, it's not always easy to just be positive or just feel happy because we're dealing with so much in our lives that trigger, that trigger us. And stress chemicals are stronger than the feel-good chemicals. So it's easier to feel bad than to feel good. So sometimes you just need a little bit of a leg up.
Yep. It's like weeds in my garden. I'm like, how did you guys grow bigger than my food? I mean, I have a beautiful garden, but the weeds, it's like sometimes those stress things just grow bigger and faster. So we need some extra support. So how do the ingredients of these happy beverages, and I know that there's also a capsule, which is really important, the Xanthomax, how do they work on the brain and body? And what are some of the results of these effects?
Okay, so the what we call dose, that's one of the beverages. So it could be the happy coffee, happy chai, vanilla chai tea, hot chocolate, lemonade, and there's also now, which has just come out, a peach tea, a Georgia peach tea, which it arrived yesterday. So I know. So Steve and I tasted it. We're like, I hope it tastes good. I hope it tastes good. And it is absolutely delicious. It's really good. It's, that for me, that and the Max coffee are the two best tasting products that we have. So you pick one of those beverages and the Xanthomax tablet, which you mentioned. And the reason that the capsule is separate is because the ingredients in that, the main ingredients is Xanthohumol, and there's turmeric in it as well. And the sort of combination of those ingredients are part of the formula that's in the beverages, but apparently they would have made the beverages taste disgusting. So they put those in the capsule.
It's hard to make turmeric taste good, actually. And I've never tasted
in a curry.
Yeah, right. Yes, there you go.
So you take the capsule with a full glass of water and then you enjoy the beverage however you like. You can make them hot or cold or mix them into smoothies or
freeze them.
With popsicles. You can have them in any way you normally drink your beverages. So the ingredients, the combination of all those ingredients, so they're all natural and plant-based and non-addictive. And there's sort of amino acids and various other things. And the combination of those prompt the brain and body to produce their own feel-good chemicals. So serotonin, oxytocin, endorphins, and dopamine, and all of those so our brain and body produces those automatically when we're focusing on something we love, something we're excited about.
Right.
Those are the feel-good hormones. And all of those have very important and powerful roles, not only in feeling happy, but they affect mood, but they also affect sleep patterns and appetite and a lot of other roles. And so, for example, oxytocin, which is known as the kindness hormone, is also produced when you think of someone you love, or when you're being kind to someone, when you're being compassionate to someone, your brain and body start to produce oxytocin. And one of the effects of that is that the blood vessels dilate. Your blood vessels dilate, which lowers your blood pressure and is very healthy.
Of course, being kind is good for the world.
Absolutely.
As well. Cool. So it helps you feel that good feeling you get when you're being kind.
Exactly.
Or generous or helpful.
Or compassionate or, yes, helpful or love. And when you hug someone,
right,
that's the hormone that's produced. So these beverages give you that kickstart, which is also, especially during these times when we can't always be hugging the people we love. This helps. So the main effects from taking them are, an elevation in mood, of course, and then a calm, focused, lasting energy as well. It helps you concentrate better, and it reduces cravings for sugar and carbohydrates. And it also increases nitric oxide in your system, which improves the health of your blood vessels as well.
Right. Yes,
So,
because people use sugar to feel good, don't they? So if
exactly.
you're feeling good, you would have less of those desires for something to make you feel good. Like how many of us go for ice cream as soon as we feel bad, or brownies, like the whole pan? We
Exactly.
don't just one. And so to have some control over those sugar cravings
That
because we're already feeling good is great.
exactly. So the combination of those ingredients in this formula creates satiety in the brain.
Mm,
So that reduces the need, like you say, for emotional or habitual
right.
eating, because your brain thinks you've already had it.
And
So
who
you don't.
doesn't want to feel satisfied?
Exactly.
Oh, so that is awesome. Good. So
And then
any
results, you asked about the
right, like
results. Yes,
some of the benefits that you've seen
that we,
and
yeah.
experienced. And
So I have finally lost weight after 2 years of trying, and I've tried
oh,
everything, healthy eating, working out, and all the different types of healthy eating as well. I've tried every, keto and Gundry and all the different things. And I, menopausal, so the weight just hasn't budged, and it's been so frustrating because I've done all the work that I could think of doing,
right,
and now it turns out to be a cup of coffee a day. And I'm actually not just, it's not really about the scale, it's about my clothes, and
right.
I can see it, the photographs. I took a photograph when I first started, and then I took one 6 weeks later, and you can see my stomach has actually
Mm,
actually gone down. There are results. So I'm very excited
right.
about
That
that.
makes sense because we do hold fat in that hormonal area, right around our waist.
Yes,
And for our clothes to fit good, it's actually what makes us feel good, isn't it? When you
exactly.
put something on and you're like, oh, this is kind of loose, I can move in it. And right.
Exactly. And then Steve and I have also both noticed like a sustained, calm, focused energy throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
So just from that one cup, so it's not like you drink it all day. Yeah, we
Right.
have one cup in the morning, and then sometimes we'll have like like yesterday we had the peach tea because it was nice and refreshing, or the lemonade just because it's nice.
Right.
But you only need that one cup, and the combination of the ingredients is long lasting throughout the day. And my sleep has always been good, but Steve noticed an improvement in his sleep patterns as
Mm.
well. And so and it's accumulative. So yeah, and then we've also had family members and clients. It's so exciting to be able to help people who are struggling, who've been struggling,
Mm-hmm.
and they try and do what we teach, but they're still finding it difficult, with the mindset and all of that. And this just gives them that little boost so that they're then able to do it.
Right. Well, and I think that extreme times demand a little bit more.
Yes.
And that as much change as people can have when the world seems less happy overall,
Yeah,
if you can say that, then I think that really impacts people that
absolutely.
are already working hard to do
That's
that.
right.
So I'm grateful that there is just the herbs and the things that are in these ingredients to give our brain what it needs to just relax and go, oh yeah, those things that feel good are there. So
That's it. And, so we've had feedback from,
mhm.
family members and clients saying that their mood and energy and focus has improved. And also, so I received a message this morning, actually, a Facebook message from someone, a client of ours, who says she's happier every day now. And
Wow.
I'm just so grateful because it was such a difficult thing for her to overcome, the fear,
Hmm.
especially during this time. She was very, there was a lot of fear there. So it just gave her that boost. And there's some who have started to lose weight, like I have, and
Hmm.
there's some who don't have hot flushes anymore. And so there are a
Nice.
lot of other amazing benefits.
That's huge right there.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, but now
The ladies that are having hot flashes can get results with not having that. I mean, it's this out of control heat rising up in you, right?
that,
Like,
and that's mainly from the xanthohumol, which is in the capsule. And so, there's a lot of research that's been done. So there's a lot of science on that, and the links to a whole lot of conditions, not just menopause. So there's a whole lot of things
right.
that just that one ingredient actually addresses. And then, so very important, I think, is different people experience different results on different time scales, because everybody's body is different.
Right.
So as the brain and body start producing their own, these natural, feel-good hormones, each individual's brain and body will prioritize where those hormones go first and what they're needed for first, based on their individual physiology and, and what's needed. And we don't, we don't know, of course, what's happening in our brains and bodies on a cellular level.
Right.
We just eventually feel the effects when it reaches that sensory level where we become consciously aware of the effects.
Right.
So that's why, so some people will start losing weight straight away. Some people will, the hot flushes will go first. Some people will feel that mood lift, but they won't lose weight for a few weeks. And that's just because those chemicals are being, sent to where they're most needed within their own.
Prioritizing.
Right.
Right. What is it called again? Oh, go ahead.
Xanthohumol. So it says Xanthohumol.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can put a link in the description of this video to the science on that.
Right, because I did read, so the opposite of hot flashes is like erectile dysfunction. I read that, and I read that it helps with diabetes, and so it's got a lot of
we don't
really
make
good
medical
benefits.
claims. We don't want to make medical claims with this, obviously. So this is just, we can share the research and people can go and check for themselves.
Okay.
And as with everything, you've got to check with your medical professional,
right?
Of course. So the best thing to do is, if you have any doubts or you're wondering, or just to be safe, send the list of ingredients to your doctor and say, this is what's in it. Is it okay if I take it? That's the safest thing to do. That's what I would advise.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
All right. So we talked about benefits, and I know that you have that this is a business for you. And so what about the business side of these happy beverages? Because you've been very successful and have reached some good levels of success. And so what has made you want to become a distributor, and what's involved in using this as a vehicle for income?
Yes. So I am so excited about this, because you and I and Steve, we help people to change their limiting subconscious beliefs around finances, as well as other things. So we help people change those patterns and beliefs and everything, but we haven't had a practical vehicle for them to physically make money. So, they would go and find something else. Or get a job or whatever. Now we have something to offer that people can go, okay, so I've changed my financial beliefs, and I've changed my my patterns, and now I can take this particular action to bring in money. And which is why, and the reason
sharing coffee.
Exactly. And so there are 5 main reasons that I decided to become a distributor, not just recommend the products separately, and why I am happy to recommend people become distributors if that's what feels good to them. So the first thing is the products, and that's the most important thing. The products are genuine. I've done the research. We've seen the results, and they are completely compliant with all the laws. And each country we expand to, the reason it's taking a while to get into other countries is because they are very determined to make sure that everything is above board, legal, and compliant, which is great. Which brings me to the second reason, and that's the company. And so the company is publicly traded, so it's You know, they have to answer to people. This is not just a little operation. This is a big thing. They're completely compliant with all the laws, and they're very much in alignment with our own ethics and morals and mission. It feels like we made them ourselves because they do it so perfectly. So their approach and their mission is to help to empower people to become happier, healthier, and as successful as they want to be. There's no pushing, there's no not niceness. They really embody what they present. So the happiness thing with the products, that's how they are as well. And of course, they use their own products. And the compensation plan is outstanding. It's the best I've seen. So it really gives people the chance to make a decent income without selling anything. So just by sharing, so you have to take the product yourself so that it's genuine. And then just by sharing authentically what you've experienced, that's how, and 9 out of 10 people don't want to do the business. They just want to take the products and benefit from the products, which is wonderful, because it means that the business is completely customer driven. So it's not like, you know, there's companies where the distributor has to buy their own, you know, you can only progress and earn money if you get other people to become distributors. That is not the case here. It really is sharing the happy coffee with, you know, the happy beverages with those people who benefit from it. So it means the income is coming from people benefiting from valuable, effective products rather than from distributors buying their own products.
Sure, that makes sense. Yep.
And the where I'm up to, the fourth reason I think it is that the company is incredibly well run and organized, and it does everything for you. So you get a fantastic website that does all the tracking. There's even emails that they send out to your customers for you. You don't have to do any of that. They do, of course, all
that does make it so nice and easy. Like, take out that headache of that constant touch point with people.
Exactly.
So you can just enjoy connecting and having fun and
that's it.
talking about the happy feelings.
Yeah, and genuinely caring for people, caring about people, checking in with them, how you doing, you know, just normal. So it's, yeah, there's nothing salesy about it at all. And then the website also, it's automatic where they do the ordering, the shipping, the tracking, the, you know, everything that's involved technically. So all you have to do is share your genuine experience with the products without asking anyone to buy them. So you just say, I'm doing this and this is what I've experienced. And that's it. And then if someone is interested, you invite them to the private Facebook group where they can find out more. So you don't have to explain anything about the products, or you just say what you've experienced, and then you invite them to that private group, and they can have a look through the information themselves and make a decision if they want.
Because there'll be someone that they probably relate to. And when we relate to somebody, then, you know, that is a point of authenticity for reaching them to.
And that's why it resonates so well with me. The other thing that feels really good is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee on the product. So that's why I have no hesitation recommending it, because even so, if somebody has it and they're not happy with it for any reason, there's no questions asked.
Right.
They can get their money back within that 30 days. So they've got 30 days to, well, say 25 days if they want to be sure, to test it and see. And then if not, then they can get their money back. So that's another reason why I feel so confident and comfortable saying, yes, try it. There's nothing to lose. There's no reason not to try it. And then the fifth reason is that the people who run this company are such fun. So they really live their mission of happiness and fun and positivity and empowerment. And they're very much my kind of people.
Right.
Upbeat, and you've seen them as well.
And who doesn't want to have that kind of tribe? Like, that's exciting to have that right now. People that are looking forward, looking ahead to positive things.
That's it. And supportive, and there's a lot of, you know, support and encouragement, and everything's there for you pretty much. And they're always coming up with new and fun ways to level up the experience and level up the income for everyone. So it pays out the highest percentage that I've ever come across in a company. So of every product that's sold, I know it was 47%, and I think they're increasing that, goes to the distributor. So it's really, really good compensation plan as well. And it really is the most generous, authentic, compassionate, wonderful company I've ever come across. And the other thing is that they also have an automatic charity donation system set up.
Sure.
So for every, and I love that. So every time someone buys the Happy Beverages, a percentage of that goes to, that money goes to a charity. And at the moment it's Feeding America. And in partnership with Tony Robbins, because he matched every donation, I believe, this company has so far funded 1 million meals for Feeding America during this time.
So you can feel good while you're drinking your tea, coffee, or hot chocolate, and actually be feeling good about helping to feed somebody else too. That is incredible.
Yeah. So that's basically why I'm here. Why I'm so excited about it. Yeah.
Right. Good. And the results, like, I think what's easy to do is when you get results and you start feeling good, to tell somebody. Like, that's the part that's just makes it feel natural. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I went to a really good movie, you got to go see it.
And without expecting them to want it, you know, you can say,
Right.
so that's what because I don't sell I'm more likely to talk someone out of buying something than into it. But I want people to know, you know, if I'm doing well with something, then I let them know, and then you know, it's up to them. They want it or they don't, and that's okay. But if they don't know about it, then it's, you know, they don't have a choice.
Right.
The opportunity.
Yeah. And who wouldn't want to join this party?
Exactly.
Happiness ambassadors.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for the information. It's so good to know that there is science behind the products and how that it actually affects our brain and body to make us feel good and be able to be more happy, even if there are things going on that might not look so wonderful. But to have a resource to try and see how good it works.
That's it. And yeah, try it for
happiness.
30 days or 25 days. And if it doesn't work, get your money
Right.
back. There's no reason not to. Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. Well, thank you, Odille.
You're very
So
welcome,
lovely as usual.
Such a pleasure talking with you always. So thank you for the opportunity to have a chat with you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everyone.
Everyone.